Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to the Napoleonic Wars. We have a grand coalition here of 3 European superpowers ready to face down against the tyrannical Bonapartist France. And yes, we do have Austria here, as you can see, leading the way, spearheading towards this little hamlet here surrounded by forests that the French are already occupying. And we have the Prussians on their left here. We have 1806 Prussia. We have 1805 Austria, and then in the rear, bringing up the rear, we have the Redcoats. We have Wellington himself. Well, actually, it's William of Orange, but you know, Wellington probably is somewhere nearby. And it's 1815, UK, Netherlands. And yes, we do have the Redcoats on the way. They're also bringing landwehr of their own. It seems that everyone's bringing a bit of landwehr to this battle. Yeah, it does seem as though the Austrians are pretty much just going to go steamrolling in by the looks of it. They're not slowing down with these landwehr. They see the French cav on their flank as well. The French definitely outnumber them when it comes to actual cav units. Actually, maybe not. It's a sneaky Austrian here. So we've got plenty of hussars. It seems to match up against the French cav here. And the British bring up some of their own, sort of like light dragoons as well, and Uhlans, to maybe just make sure that that stays the case. And there you go. The Austrians have gone in. A sneaky little charge there. Hussars coming out of the forest. They charged straight into a square. It looks like they were after maybe a general by the looks of it here. It looks like they were trying to get that general. And that was a very sneaky little charge there from the Austrians. Really pulled off, you know. But yeah, it does seem as though this French army over here is probably like the Italian campaign, or is it Rhinish Russians? Maybe Italian campaign. So yeah, so we know what that French army is. I'm not quite sure what the other ones are. I hate that we have like fog of war, so we can't see what units are war. But yeah, we do have 3 French armies here today, as well as 3 coalition ones. So it's a tiny little 3v3. It's a bit smaller than the usual sort of battles, but still, as I'm told, a very, very good one. I looked up, we have the Egyptian campaign out here as well. So yeah, it could actually be. Yeah, it looks like we have Egypt maybe on the far flank over here. Looks like they're going to be facing off against the Prussians. They've got their sort of like auxiliary sort of cavalry here that they've got hired. And they're more like a missile cav sort of unit. So quite a handy unit to have, that's for sure. And look at the French are going into the forest. You don't know what's in there, France. Don't risk it. And it looks like they got, yeah, this is the hussars. They've actually re-rallied. Oh no, it's a different hussar unit. They have more cav in this forest. Officer spamming out that cav. It's got some landwehr going in as well. The only problem with like playing in the forest in Napoleon Total War 3 is, or just in Napoleon generally, is you can't really see what's going on. Even if you zoom out like that much, you can barely see your own markers. So trying to micro in there is a pain. It's a shame it's not like a hotkey to get rid of forests like there is in like Rome 2. It's such a useful like asset. Obviously something that won't be added now. It's a 11-year-old game now as Napoleon. There you go. The cannon's fired away, and that is officially the first shots of the battle. The 6-pound artillery here. Being blasted. I don't know if Austria should really be bringing up more cav or more guns here. Looks like, yeah, I was going to say France is getting awfully close to that cav, and they went for the Jaegers instead of the guns. And that seems like a really silly move there by the French player. I mean, I feel like they should have not gone for, like, the skirms were not the play. I feel like the guns were still setting up. They weren't even unlimbered, so they were an easy target at the 3-pounders, and then maybe could have got the 6-pounder as well. There you go. Instead, went for the Jaegers. And there you've got more cav coming in now as the Austrians try to reply. They're trying to rout that infantry. And there you go. You can see that the looks like, I think, yeah, the Austrians there are going to get routed. Looks like Frederick Ponsonby with the Prince of Wales light dragoons going in. From Ponsonby, send those French packing back to Paris. And he actually gets routed himself. There is a bit of a gunfight now taking place in the forest as well. And look at this, the Tyrolean landwehr getting awfully close to the French. And I don't think the French player knows where his troops are, which is why he hasn't given the attack order. He's got the confidence of fighting in a forest. It's all sort of kicking off very quickly. Prussia is also being scared off, it looks like, by the Egyptian campaign and his cav here. We're going to see another cav fight getting underway just there. And there, yeah, in go the Prussians. Charge into the flank, and they should rout the French, I imagine. It's 2v1 now, and all of a sudden the French find themselves in a very sick position. They're dashing over more cav, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. And there you go. The Prussians have won. Let's go back to that line fight that's going on in here. Let's see if the French are actually awake. Looks like they're going to fire point-blank range And we've got Cav coming in as well to support the infantry here. And these Lambert are getting brushed aside. Again, I think all the Lambert getting upset that the one next to them breaks and it's causing a knock-on effect. And I think they're all going to start around. That one's gone. The French Cavs also managed to get in behind. That into them anyway. There you go. Yeah, all that Lambert is gone, and the Austrians are setting up a new line just outside the forest, which kind of works because you obviously can see their own troops, but the French will then have the cover of the forest. And it actually looks like Prussia might have bitten off more than they could chew instead of the French. The Prussians clearly saw that they were winning this fight and thought, we'll stand here, we'll take the fight to the French. And they've actually lost all their cav, it looks like, by the looks of it, or most of it. They've lost this one to the dromedary cav there. It might return, it's still fairly healthy, 50 out of 70. But yeah, it looks like they're going to lose this Königen here. And there you go, the French. And now got easy pickings on the Austrians here, on the Prussians. Most of these guys can't form square, these musketeers. A few of the grenadiers can, and a few of the other musketeers seem like on the far side. But yeah, the guns and the general will now be very much open for taking out if they can get cav in behind. Some of this cav might return, but it won't be as good as it was the first time round. Yes, if you're enjoying the Napoleonic action and would like to see some more NTW3 content, some more historical battles or custom battles like this one, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support, guys. It really does help out the channel. If you want to send in any of your own replays, if you've got some glorious ones, maybe like this one, and you're like, Pope, you need to see this replay, then feel free to send it into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's also the place to join if you want to get involved in any sort of battles as well, or streams that we do on the channel. But yes, it does seem as though it looks like actually they pulled. Did they lose one of the guns? Maybe. I think they've lost the British guns here, and also one of the Austrians. They did finally take these guns out to the French, probably in one of the knock-on sort of battles that took place. But yeah, it looks like Britain's bringing up another gun. We've got a Dutch 6-pounder being brought up, and also we've got some more 3-pounders here from the Austrians being brought up. So they have managed to replace their losses when it comes to artillery. Britain here has the 6th Enskilling Dragoons, the Skillingers. There's some heavy cav there, so they've got to keep an eye on that. That's obviously going to be one of the spearhead units that's going to try and win cavalry superiority, I would imagine. But the Royal Dragoons here as well. Wow, okay, Britain went hard on the heavy cav. Usually I see 1 being brought, that's quite normal. The 2 is quite abnormal. That's the Scots Grenadiers moving up there. And the Prussians look in real trouble here. Here we go. What I feared would happen has happened. Musketeers getting picked off. A little bit of fibbing there, I'm not quite sure. Maybe by the Prussian player. Yeah, you can see some of the Königen Dragoons here return. But yeah, the French are sort of able to charge into these musketeers and possibly have some great deal of success because they are just fighting against non-squarables. I'm very surprised that Prussia's going to stand in this open field. Really, I personally think he needs to shift over and maybe just be a backbone behind like Austria and Britain, and sort of just be like a reinforcing army, because it looks like France, you can see here, is shifting more cav into this open plain to come and pester and harass the Prussian forces. And I think they know, because the Prussians have no cav, or limited cav, that they are very open to taking out. And you can see more here being shifted. So it looks like France is going to sacrifice maybe cav superiority on this side to go to the other side. And I think Britain should send his excellent heavy cav that way, and he maybe is. I mean, we've got the... Oh, we've got... How many cav units? We've got the Royal Dragoons, we've got the 2nd Royal North British Dragoons. So yeah, Britain has brought 3 heavies here. These are the Scots Greys. My gosh, okay. I'm expecting great things from this British cav, because they've put a lot of money into it. They're going to have to do well. I know the Scots Greys are a sublime unit. They are very, very strong, very powerful, as are the rest of the Dragoons. But yeah, you're still going to have to expect a lot to be done. And they're going to have to save, I think they're going to have to save Prussia. I think that's what they're going to have to do. We'll see. I mean, this one's kind of just, defending the flank of the Brits. But the Brits can all form square, most of them anyway. So it's not really the end of the world for them. Blackwatch and the Gordons as well. They've got a lot of decent units here with the Brits. They've gone for quality and quantity. I mean, also, some of these redcoats aren't actually redcoats. So this is a Feld battalion. It looks dressed up as Brits, made look like them, but it's pretty much switch just to German like units, decent, but you know, not brilliant. We've got Landwehr here as well, also red, you know, can't not going to fire as effectively. Can form squares, quite handy. A Landwehr unit that can form squares, you don't often see that. Yeah, look at this, Britain is shifting, and Austria is also shifting cab in this direction, so good to see that, you know, they're working as well as a team, the coalition here. The Prussians just down to their one dragoon, it can't be everywhere. And yeah, it looks like they're going to tighten up their formation a little bit as well, which is a good idea as well. I think, just, you know, if you haven't got the cab, maybe just tighten up the formation just to avoid cab getting behind you. But that does mean that infantry could then maybe have their way with you. And there you go, the French have gone in over here. Taking on Britain. Britain does not do so well in melee. Getting off some last minute volleys. Actually taking on the whole line of the British line, just attacking the flanks by looks of it. And it looks like France bringing up some dragoons as well to support and cabs generally. They didn't form square. Here go the Scots Greys going in, rear charging their own men. That is going to probably just break your own land there. In go the Hussars there trying to support. There go the Scots Greys hacking and slashing. Hussars, I think, are going to lose that fight. They might need support, the Scots Greys at the moment. They haven't actually routed the French here either. Come on, boys, you're the finest horsemen in all of Europe. There you go, and in go the Skillingers. They've gone in and they're going to rout those Frenchies there. Well done. And I don't think they should continue the dragoons. They should stand their ground. But of course, they're poorly led of these Scots Greys, just like the Waterloo. And they're going in. Their blood is up, and they're going into the next French cavalry. They fire. They might rout this as well, but whether they get blasted here by French muskets. And in comes more French cavalry, looks like a chasseur. Cheval, the Skillingers going in as well, supporting their dragoon comrades. And you can see some like auxiliary units firing to the flanks of the Skillingers. They have routed the French there, and that might disrupt and rout the other dragoon men. They need to get out of there now. That is a good hold for the Brits. Get back, retreat, don't carry on, Scots Greys. Fall back. Thank you. Thank you. I really was worried that they were going to carry on and waste that unit. Good old line fight is getting underway over here. So yeah, so more of this Tyrolean Landwehr. Now just tying down a lot of French troops here. This is what they're excellent at. You want to charge these guys. You don't want to. You don't want to just stand and shoot them, because they've got 200 odd men in their units. You're going to have to kill a lot of them in a line fight to rout them. If you manage to charge them, or hit them with cabs, you'll probably rout these guys, because they can't form square, and they are just Landwehr at the end of the day. They've got low morale. Still got the bird catchers here, keeping an eye on that sort of front, so good to see there is still some heavy cap there. But Brits, yeah, took a bit of a loss when it came to infantry, and looks like they're shifting more allied troops now. We've actually got the sappers as well. The Brunswick sappers, which are very shady. Their skulls and crossbows on their hat. They think they're pirates, but they're not. The Cameron Highlanders there moving forward. We actually got 3 Highlander units. We've got the Camerons, Gordons, and the Black Watch. Wow. Going maybe heavy melee is this British army. I think that is what it is, and I think I know the player who's playing it. I think it's a guy called Piper who is playing it. Often plays in a lot of my NGW3 battles and streams. And I think, yeah, he's going for a very sort of melee build Britain. So you can see the Sappers as well, and the Highlanders all come forward. So yeah, they're getting charged now. They kind of got charged by the French though. I don't think these Landwehr here can hold. They really have decent melee, I don't know. But yeah, the Sappers on that initial charge, they suffered hard. And it's still the Gordon, so the Camerons in here. You need to be careful they don't pull through. Yeah, melee Britain. You don't often see it. There's a little bit of a line fight going on here. You know, the British infantry, typical redcoats, they're more, you know, serious, just blasting each other. And look at that. We've got, oh, the Scots Greys might lose this fight. No. They won that, like, elsewhere. They're just taking a lot of loss in the charge. They're holding on. There you go, just routed. The Scots Greys are gone. And the Sappers, I think, are going to go into melee or just get charged. And I think this is actually not really working in favour of Britain. Sappers are re-rallying, but I think No, the Cameron survived as well. So I guess overly lost actually is the Scots Greys, the land that even held. So they might come for a second wave here. And yeah, the cavalry are going to disengage the sappers. And we haven't actually seen much in the way of Egyptian infantry. Like these are some of it here. I mean, these are actually, you know, proper Egyptian infantry. But yeah, it seems as though that the the army is really built up in house. There's 2 Grens there, it seems, but that's about it. Skillingers, send those French packing sappers there as well, doing their job. And Prussia also, you know, able to get rid of like the isolated French units before. If you can send 1 unit at a time against Prussia, they'll do that. And taking on against Grenadier as well. Of all the choices. And here we go on the far side now. Austria is getting charged. As I said, they just needed to avoid being charged, and they're getting charged. It's hard to stop it. And Austria is trying to bring up his Grenadiers. I guess they're going to be the next wave, maybe to go into cancel out this melee assault. But I mean, there's only 2 of them. We've got the Royal Dragoons as well, about to go in there, about to get attacked here by, looks like some light cabs, some chasseurs cheval. They should be able to beat them. It's just more that they're going to get pinned down by this cab and then maybe get shot inside by French infantry. But yeah, the Grenadiers here sending the gendarmes packing. The infantry that they have left here is not going to be enough to stop the French though. Austria might need to fall back. It's all going on. Yeah, the British are being forced back there. It looks like the French again making assaults against the Prussians. Prussian line is not quite crumbling, but it's redlining actually crumbling there. It's just some side charges from dragoons by looks of it. But yeah, it's really looking bad on this coalition right here. I mean, the Austrians are nearly out by the looks of it. They have yeah, not got a lot left. They've got a couple of units of Tyrolean landwehr here, but these are looking like re-rallied troops more than fresh troops here. But so they've just got their Grenadiers left, which are being thrown in. Looks like he's taken on 1806 or 1809. I think it's 1809. Yeah, it looks like that he's just getting absolutely overwhelmed. And the Skillinger, also the bird catchers have also been routed. I think that is just being blasted and shot by the French, not from the cow fight. So there you go. The right flank for the coalition is gone. The left is sort of still holding on for now. And it's really down to Britain and to Prussia. Prussia, who I thought was going to be the first coalition army out. They looked in the most tenuous sort of positions with no cav. Are still here alive. Britain needs to be concerned about his flank, whether they can use the landwehr here that we rallied to sort of stabilize. Oh, Austria still has boys in the trees. He's not out. This is the problem. You can't see what's going on. He's still got some Grenadiers. He's still got another one of the Grenadiers here as well, and he still has a decent amount of line infantry. What's over here? This is French trying to, I guess, put pressure on the Austrians. I don't know how many line infantry he has left. It looks like 3 or 4. But he's now having to shift on that tank, so maybe Austria's not quite out yet. They've taken a very, very substantial hit. And it looks like we're going to see, looks like a French melee attack coming soon here. Looks like the Egyptian army is starting to maybe mass up some troops here, maybe make a push onto the Prussians. Sorry, and it looks like here we go, another cab charge coming in after landwehr. These guys can't fall square. To be honest, it's got a great charge. It looks like most of you are stuck behind the French infantry, so that's the issue there. It looks like we're going to see a melee charge somewhere. It looks like France is going to go in very soon. Their units are so big, are the French Egyptian campaign units. It just like makes them very intimidating. There you go. In go the Grenadiers. They look like the Royal Marines. For the French, and they look like they're going to probably shatter that landwehr. And there in goes more so Marines, maybe? I don't know. Grenadiers anyway. They're going in after the Highlands here. The Cameron, they'll hold their line. Scots having to prove their worth here today in this British army. And it looks like, yeah, the Cameron Highlanders going to send those French scum packing. Grenadiers repulsed. Charge. Will they go into this landwehr? And said yes, they will. They see another better opportunity. And That's redlining almost immediately. That might shatter them, and that might cause some effects to the Highlanders around them, or not. They've re-rallied. The Skillingers here, holding the line. They might just... They go into the back of their own French troops, or back of their own allied troops, or they might just disrupt them, upset them, yeah, immediately red line. Melee here, yeah, there you go. The Highlanders are broken just about. That might shatter some of these, the Gordons here, just to their right. That leaves the Black Watchers alive on their own. And this seems like the spearhead they're going to need. I think France needs more mass here if he wants to try and break through this, because, yeah, the Skillingers might just repulse all of this French troops. We'll see. They're kind of getting stuck in amongst the Highlanders as well, accidentally. And here comes more French captains for another go. Very messy, but yeah, the French have been repulsed, and looks like also those dragoons will probably go as well. The Skillingers are probably then going to get shot up by the French infantry, so it might be a trade here. If they can, route this unit here, then go down the French line here. These are all looking a little bit tasty and opportunistic, because yeah, the generals are also right here as well. Well, I think these Skillingers are going to get this gen. That is a really good haul if they kill him, or even just route him. There you go, he's gone. That is going to be, yeah, army destroying, I think, there for the French. I don't know which French army that was. One of them. And looks like the Austrians, again, getting absolutely bombarded by French troops here. What is this? This looks like a little chasseur cheval. That's actually causing problems in there. Looks like the Austrians are in, well, full retreat, really. Paul here trying to get out of here alive. He's getting hunted down, I think, by these chasseurs, or he should be. Yeah, what he's got left includes the land bear. The actual grenadiers look like they've been defeated in another melee charge here. This is not good, and I think, yeah, that is the death of Austria. I mean, he's going to keep his general alive. Well, I say that. He's chasing him very close to some chasseurs. If they just turn around, they can get a free cav kill there, or whether Karl will go for the kill. Who knows? Skillingers have been routed now that they killed that French general, but they did their job. And the land bear here getting routed by the French. It's very back and forth here between the French and the Brits, and sort of who's winning that melee fight. Britain is running out of melee capable units though, so he needs to be aware of that. It looks like it could be Prussia left alone here, and I think that is the Prussian general finally being, the Austrian general finally being killed off, I think. Yeah. Prince of Orange is still alive, and also so is Braunschweig. He's still here with us. It is, yeah, Karl is gone. So both sides have lost a general. The French had theirs routed, while the coalition had theirs killed. So that's a bit more disastrous. But Austria is pretty much out. I don't think they're going to be returning with much firepower. That leaves the real firepower with, looks like the Prussians and the British. British are running out of boys as well. I think they're pretty much being cleared out of the forest, and there certainly will be too. There's still a few of these East Essex boys alive. The Bell Battalion actually held its ground and routed some of these guys as well. And more land there here. Successfully routed. Troops. Good on them. Maybe the forest is not yet French. Pretty hard to see what's going on, but some variants here. Supporting their 1809 French army. I think this is the most intact French army by the looks of it. They roll over a lot of the Austrians. But yeah, lots of allied troops here supporting as well. Lots of lights. And yeah, if they can then just swoop in behind and do. If this French player can just hold or be passive, they can really they can try and sandwich the Brits and the Prussians in, and that's a bit of a waste there of a light cav by the French, standing it right in front of some grasshoppers, some 95th rifles. Sharp would be proud, you know, seeing those boys just gun down the French cav like it was nothing. There you go. Looks like the French are falling back in the face of the Prussians. Like I said, they just got to be patient enough, the French players there. Just maybe just give it a little bit of ground before this army here can just swing in behind and try and encircle the coalition and try and just take them out that way. That's probably the most effective way to take them out. The general back here is actually also getting shot. He's orange lining. If the Prussians can get a charge off, this is probably the area they want to give it a try. Egyptian auxiliary infantry is probably where they want to give it a go. These guys probably can't melee very well. They just rely on mass, very much like the Tyrolean landwehr that we saw that Austria is relying on, sort of as a deterrent. It looks like we're going to see the dragoons here going in. I think they're going to go for the skirms and then in for this, in for these more auxiliary troops here. So yeah, probably not a bad idea to take these guys out. They just don't want to lose the dragoon to skirmishers. That's all. The Prussians didn't seem to mind that too much. They chopping and changing between orange and green line in here. Ooh, a bit of Fim in there, I think. Getting a couple of kills on those Prussians. And there you go, they got rid of those, and now that frees up these Prussian forces here. And the guns that can move now down the line if they want to. And now the dragoons should just get in behind. It should redden the back of the French army here. And then I think the Prussians have got this this French army on the run. Yeah, they should just try and just swing it in behind if they can. Looks like the French as well have backed out of the forest. What is left in the landwehr London, and that is the only British unit that I think has survived the forest. I think everything else might have been taken out now. Yeah, it's looking pretty desolate in here. I think everyone else has just given up fighting in that forest. Britain should probably try and act as a small rear guard if he can. Try and slow down that French army. I think he's got enough that he can probably slow him down a little bit. And then see if Prussia can just quickly do the hammer blow on the Egyptian army here in front of them. That's what I would suggest if I was playing, but the players obviously know what they're doing. I just think the longer Britain and Prussia stay like this, the more tenuous the position gets. And yeah, here we go. Finally, Prussia gives the order to advance, and he's going to go in. I think these guys, I think, should melee from here. I think we can get these guys. If we catch that one for sure, they might get these other ones as well. Yep, there we go. Prussia's going in. I think the musketeers for the Prussians at this period though are pretty much better at shooting. Should use, I would have thought, maybe out melee some of these more auxiliary troops. The French are going in for a melee fight themselves. They fancy their chances. The Egyptian campaign also is pretty decent at shooting, so I don't know how great their melee stats are. And there you go, we've got the Black Watch going in. Be careful the Prussians don't shoot their own men. Black Watch is going to be integral sort of to the last stand of the coalition. There you go, musketeers helping to roll up the French. If they can just pin them down with a bit of, yeah, there you go. And they're in square as well. Very much to the last stand. They could just blast them instead of meleeing them. And it helps that the auxiliaries are shooting into the back of their own men. And Prussians, I guess. There you go. Looks like the Black Watch routed another unit that has picked up the road. The third one, and I think they'll take that as well if they wanted to. 38 brave Scotsmen remain on this road. 37 now, that guy just fell. Keep shooting, boys. Here we go, Bavaria going in, going after the Fell Battalion. These guys have proven themselves to be decent though in fighting in that forest. Oh, this is a like a Grenadier unit going in here. Oh, yeah, it's a Grenadier unit going in, and that's smashing into those East Essex troops. And they've routed the Fell Battalion. East Essex have gone as well, and yeah, here we go. France is going for a all-out melee assault here. It's like, yep, we've got more Grenadiers going in down the line. So routing British troops here, this probably will affect morale, but also the French are on a rout. They might also be affected by this. There you go, some more British troops routing. Also, this doesn't help with musketeers blasting into the back of their own men, or their own allies. That is definitely helping the situation, guys. There you go. Again. Oh, God. I'm not sure. Hard to say that the Grenadiers are the old guard will look like. I don't know. They're pretty damn decent, and they're now routed. I'm going to say that they're probably regular grenadiers. Variants still going in. Finally routed this landwehr. They've proven themselves useful. But I think that the French might now be defeated. I think the last melee was the last roll of the dice, and the Prussians just turned around in the right time after dealing with the other Egyptian army. And the aid of the Brits. And these more allied troops, the Germans. Oh, sorry, the French, the German allied troops are going to get routed here. Side-shotted by the Bavarians. That's unfortunate. And that is just an execution. We see this general in the moment going up. Then just a couple of units that need taken out. Looks like some of the auxiliary boys here, and also some French generals need just silencing. And there you go. That is pretty much the battle. And Austria's returned. Oh, glorious. Oh, wow, the guns are still all here as well. Well, they could have brought these guys up a bit closer. Still have some French units here as well. That I think must have been in buildings. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would have kept them in buildings if you're going to be aggressive. I'd just keep these guys out of the buildings. Only go into them if you're going to know you're going to have to play defensive. But yeah, there you go. That is pretty much the battle. It was a close one. I mean, the Allies don't have much left. It looked like from the start Prussia was in danger, but in the end, Prussia ends up being the savior of this coalition army. As you can see, it's just sort of a last bit of mop up, a little bit of a skirmish here. Looks like the French still fancy their chances. I mean, if these melee units arrived earlier to help in the melee, they might have been useful. But I don't think they have enough now to out melee all of these Prussians. And we still have the cav here as well, which is a very good use. So we've got some more grenadiers here that we've rallied. We'll just fast forward a little bit as we wait for these last few units to be taken out. And actually, the landwehr there just got routed, trying to take out the auxiliaries. The Prussians now go in for their attempt. And it looks like they might get routed as well by the looks of it. Yeah, I think the general actually supported that, sir, and has managed to rout those Prussians there. And then in go musketeers. And they should be routed as well. And yeah, Dragoons going in, and I think they're just going to mop up the remains. William of Orange as well is going to lead the charge. I love it. The generals are going in for action as well. That's good to see. Brunswick, give us a charge. Give us a charge. Yeah, he's got more to lose. So much more to lose. Britain's pretty much out at this point. One last glorious charge from the French. That's all they need. And they can save the day. I don't think they can really, but gotta believe. And they go in. He's shot in the back themselves. Hold your fire, lads. Friendlies in here. Yes, I hope you guys did enjoy the battle. It certainly was a fun one, and it certainly was a close one. If you'd like to see more of these sort of battles on the channel, do remember to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It all really does help out the channel. All those analytics and things like that. So yeah, all really does help out. So if you do want to help the channel, just leave a little bit of support. And yeah, that is the battle. We'll hopefully have the end results in a moment. I don't think there's anything left to be killed. And there you go. The end results are there for you to see. So I know this was sent in by Richard the Lionheart, who's playing, I think, as the Prussians. We'll have a look in a moment at his units, and we'll know for sure. I'm pretty sure he's playing as the Prussians. And yeah, so well done to him and all his teammates and the opponents, to be honest. Both sides gave it a good game. I mean, like the French on the coalition right did a really good job in destroying the Austrian army there. And even at the start on the coalition left, you thought Prussia had it wrapped up with the cav. And then France just appeared with even more. And managed to turn that back in favor of them. So yeah, we'll have a quick look at the unit stats. So yeah, Richard was playing as Prussia. I had a feeling he is a big fan of the Prussian 1806 army. Yeah, his musketeers, Koenig here getting 178 kills. His more musketeers there getting 176. The Prince Ferdinand's getting 154, 150 with his dragoons there. More musketeers getting 132, 130, 118, 114. Yeah, there you go. The Grenadiers getting 95 kills. And yeah, there are the rest of his kills if you want to have a look at those. But there you go, guys. That is today's NTW3 battle. If you want to see some more, do check out the battles that are now appearing on your screen. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.